was young, I was told that there was a creek lined with gold, solid gold.
Hello everyone, welcome back. Glad to see you. Welcome to this exciting adventure of the Three Muskeminers. Wanted to show you a little of the terrain here just north of Riggins along the Salmon River. You can see how steep this terrain is. You can only imagine the forces at play when Washington and Oregon came in from the Pacific and slammed into Idaho along this suture zone. We're traveling from Leggett Creek up to OroGrande Creek. We did go up the rear grade into New Meadows, entering Sasquatch country into Pierce. Pierce City was the original gold rush in the Northwest Territories in the 1860s. Arriving at the claims off of French Mountain Road, we decided to camp at the gravel pit as it gave us the most open area.
At camp, we had a lot of logging trucks that would come by, but halfway through the season, they did oil the road, which helped a great deal with the dust that we were getting from the trucks.
So we got our camp set up. We got the shower tent set up again, the gold cube. Jesse and Kathy were very kind to give us some firewood to get us comfortable and get us started. So everything happens for a reason. We were rejected at Leggett Creek only to come up here to OroGrande and discover Jesse and Kathy and the claims they have on OroGrande.
Jesse and Kathy's camp was next to a small creek, and they dubbed it Pickle Creek. Their sign previously was stolen, so I decided to just throw something real quick together for them and have them put it up at their campsite.
Jesse and Kathy, they are the claim owners. They will help you set up your camper and also get you on a good spot to find some gold dredging. Together with their son Matt, they are the GPAA camp hosts.
It was fun when Matthew showed up. He was quite a character.
A more gracious, helpful, knowledgeable camp host you could not hope for.
Bob the cat was told to go sit in his chair and not to be naughty.
Jesse and Kathy's grandson visited for a few days.
What's your name, little boy? Aaron. Aaron? Ooh.
Well, see there, you didn't fill it up again.
You gotta fill it up.
It's empty.
Fill it up with water.
You gotta fill your bottle.
What you doing?
You know.
That is so cute, you guys.
So we were quite fortunate and blessed to discover the OroGrande and Jesse and Kathy's claims. Meanwhile, at the Muskeminers dredge, we were fortunate to have this little access area where we could park the side-by-side. This was an area where the water tankers would come down and fill up. So Jesse and Kathy gave us a couple of choices here, and we decided on this area to start dredging. So carrying all the equipment across the creek here, getting everything set up.
The water level the 1st of July was up to my knees, and the rocks were all green, slime, mossy, very slippery, and I had a hard time crossing. Tom, he had no issues at all.
Marietta became very adept at getting across the creek and helping carrying equipment back and forth. It's a beautiful day on OroGrande. It's the first day of dredging, June 30th, and Marieta's going to get in there and start looking for some gold. Just set the nozzle down and shovel rocks into it.
I didn't have a wetsuit, so I could only get down so far, only on my hands and knees with my waders. So I had the beginning stages and the closing stages of processing.
But make no mistake about it, it took two of us to be able to do this dredging here. It's a lot of work. Here, Marietta, look.
Heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Going underwater.
You can see the good progress Murata made getting us down to bedrock. Meta did a very good job at getting us started for the season. The next day we came out here and the EPA had already been here and inspected. They put flags delineating our top and bottom sections of our hole, which you can see the flag corresponds to the size of the hole that Murata made. The Forest Service or the EPA will also leave you notes and let you know of any discrepancies that they might have found. So we weren't able to dredge today. I couldn't get the engine started no matter how hard I tried, so I had to dismantle everything and take it back to camp. Here they left us a form to fill out for our daily mining activities. A quarter mile upstream at Jesse and Kathy's dredge.
Jesse and Kathy invited us for the day to come dredge, and whatever we dredged that day, they insisted upon us keeping the gold.
Jesse and Kathy have a very good dredge site here. Their bedrock is only about 2 feet underwater. Together, Jesse and Kathy have over 50 years of experience mining here in the OroGrande. They have some very good information that they'll pass along to help you have a successful mining season. They'll be giving you instruction and pointers to help you out. I learned a great deal from Jesse and Kathy being here this summer. So as Jesse and Kathy start out on their dredging season, they are moving boulders and getting some control of the creek flows. What Jesse and Kathy will do is set up a wall down the center of the creek to keep the faster current away from where they're working. Once they get that strong current off of them, it's very easy to work there on the bedrock. So as with the start of every dredging season, you got to start moving some rocks and build your walls and create your current path that you want to take. They have been mining in this area for over 25 years. It was a lot of fun and a great joy to come up here and spend the summer with Jesse and Kathy on their claims at the OroGrande. Creek is still quite cold. You can see Kathy in her wetsuit. And just working for a few hours just on top of this bedrock, we didn't do too bad. So next day at the Muscaminer site, I got the engine working again, bringing it back across the creek and setting everything up.
To get the heavy equipment across, Tom used the big black tub that we got from Larry, and he would float it downriver, keeping a hold of it. A lot easier than trying to carry that weight across those slippery rocks.
Horse fly by your arm.
So floating the engine down to our site there, going to get it set up again and get running here. I don't know quite what was wrong with the engine. I took everything apart, cleaned it out, let everything dry out, put it back together again, cleaned the spark plugs, and it fired right up. So beats me what happened to this. We decided to keep using the suction nozzle for a little while longer. To get started in understanding OroGrande Creek, we wanted to start over here on the far side and work our way across the creek and then Just punch some holes down and see what kind of material is there, and if there's any gold in there, and if not, we'll just move out for a couple of feet, punch another hole, and try it again. The water in OroGrande Creek wasn't as nearly as cold as it was up in Alaska, so there was no need to wear insulated clothes. OroGrande Creek has a lot of garnets, red and kind of pinkish type of garnets.
The pictures of the gold cube did not do the garnets justice. The whole top tray, well, all three trays, were full of the garnets.
There's a lot to explore in this area of the OroGrande and the North Fork of the Clearwater River drainage. We took an afternoon off and went exploring up to the North Fork of the Clearwater River. The North Fork is about 10 miles away from where we're camping. This is a very popular area in the summer. Many people come out here and take advantage of the North Fork. These campgrounds around the North Fork will be completely full on weekends. Looking at the bridge that spans across the North Fork of the Clearwater River, you can drive all the way to Missoula, Montana if you wanted to, about 80 miles on this dirt road.
Stop, 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 stop.
Here is where the OroGrande is emptying into the North Fork of the Clearwater River. Driving back towards camp, the terrain drops off quite a bit in this area. The creek flow increases quite a lot here. A lot of very large rocks and boulders. It's a very beautiful, peaceful area in here. Crossing over the OroGrande Creek here by Pine Creek. Just doing some exploring and seeing where some of these roads and trails go. Going to go up and try to do some exploration, but as we're traveling up the road, Meta says, doesn't the road look like it disappears? Sure enough, we stop, pull over, and there's been a landslide here. The road is gone. You can just imagine somebody coming up here at night and sailing off into thin air there. Must have clogged up that creek down there pretty good. Crossing back over the OroGrande back onto French Mountain Road. So we got about 6 miles to go here back to our camp. Thank you everyone for watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode. We hope to see you in the next episodes as more dredgers will be showing up and Bob will be here in a couple weeks as well. And the end of another beautiful day here on the OroGrande.
Please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up.